I love John Knicely. He is such a great guy. We miss working with him. And John, I just want to say hello, congratulations on being inducted into the NBA. I had no idea you could play basketball.
No matter the league, basketball or broadcasting, it's all about the stats. 50 years in the game, 40 years with one franchise. In sports, that's legendary status. In broadcasting, let's call it a career nicely done. But let's get back to where it all started. From growing up in Sydney, Nebraska, to summer jobs on a golf course, to college radio in Lincoln. After John graduated from the University of Nebraska, it was no shocker that he landed in the sports department of WOWT in 1974. First during weekends, then as sports director.
And you get the latest look at today's sports events and stories.
Soon, John was called up to St. Louis as sports anchor for KTVI. Then in 1984, a homecoming of sorts. Back in Omaha, working for rival station KETV. Then in 1992, like a blockbuster deal in sports, John returned to the home team.
Today's report is tied to a murder investigation.
But not as a sportscaster. This time, as the main news anchor.
I'll never forget the night. It was in May of 1992, and I knew John was going through contract negotiations and very popular, and got a call that night from John, said, hey, I'm leaving, I'm going to Channel 6. I said, oh, I'm gonna miss you, but he wanted to do news, okay? John wanted to do news, he wanted to be an anchor man, but I'll tell you what, he brought all those viewers over to Channel 6 when he came here in 1992, and then about a year later, I joined him and Jim Flowers, who became the chief meteorologist. The three of us, we had a nickname for us. We called us the Three Amigos, and we went from Channel 7 to Channel 6, and very quickly, Channel 6 became the #1 station in the market, and it was really good. John did a lot of things that attracted viewers.
At WOWT, John established himself as an Omaha television all-star. Behind the anchor desk.
Thanks for bringing it down.
In the community.
We're stuffing the bus.
And with memorable reporting franchises.
You got to figure, if you put on an event like this, a guy like Blake must know how to do something on a skidboard. What do you think?
I can do a little something.
John at work.
One was to go up on our tower, which is 1,200 feet. That's twice as tall as the First National Tower downtown. We're up here, what, 1,300 feet or so?
Yeah, we're about 1,250 here.
1,250?
Yep.
Does 50 feet make a difference? Or?
No, not really.
And the big thing, once you get up this high, the wind?
Yep, as you can tell, you were protected for a long time.
That was a good one.
And nicely done.
There was a little boy that only had one arm, but he was learning to play the violin.
One of his students has a challenge unlike the other students, but Kentrell Emerson is still eager to learn.
They made a special apparatus at UNO for him that would hook on here. He had this much arm that he could manage to move the bow and be able to play.
So this is going to be placed right over his elbow, and it's going to allow him to basically hold the bow and then move the bow easily.
Kentrell had not seen his new violin or prosthetic until this recent visit to UNO.
We had him walking into the room when he saw it for the first time. He put it on and made the sounds with it, went up the scale, and the smile on his face was so good.
The assignment that probably stuck with John the most?
Williams says he knows others won't forgive him, and he doesn't expect them to. Barring intervention, his death sentence will be carried out tomorrow.
But it doesn't bother me. The mode or how I get there, just as long as I get there. You know, see the man who I've been following for the last 20 years, Jesus Christ. So I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but that's my Lord and Savior.
Yes, he was an exemplar of broadcast excellence on camera, but off camera, he inspired his colleagues and at times engaged in friendly competition.
So does this mean you're going to play golf again, do you think?
Are you inviting me?
This is
Can
awkward.
I'll get back to you on that.
One of my favorite memories of working with John is actually when we would drive home. So we had the same route home, at least for part of our drive home, and it's pretty dead on Dodge. So we would always be maybe going a little bit fast down Dodge, racing each other a little bit through the stoplights. And one of my favorite memories has to be when John shared that with all of the police officers in Omaha at the Officer of the Year Awards. I was there, and that was great to get called out. And I would like to point out that the only reason that John knew that I was speeding down Dodge is because he was also speeding, and usually faster than me.
And while any of John's NASCAR aspirations may not have been realized, what does matter is this.
John won't admit this, but he sang tenor in this WOWT jingle. And all those nicely done and the John at Work segments, the joy he brought to viewers, so good. But I'll let you in on this. He had a stunt double. Yeah, I know. Please, stays in the room.
First action sports slam dunk championship for under 6-footers.
Cheers to the broadcasting legacy.
A life's work that could be summarized as sportscast.
Or a high school football game.
What would that highlight reel look like? A man of faith.
We are so grateful that you've been more than a reporter. You've been a voice of hope in our city.
Family. Community involvement. Fair and accurate reporting.
This is the 8th call for Station 21.
Or simply a career nicely done. Congratulations to John Knicely on his induction into the Nebraska Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame, Class of 2026.